Okay, so you're all on mute. We're going to get started. So sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. And if you align the back of your skull with sacrum, let your arms rest by your sides or bring your hands onto your thighs. And then lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And take a moment just to feel yourself landing on your mat. Allowing yourself to feel that you're in a space, a safe space, a space that allows you just to be. Today, we want to work with the intent of building strength and flexibility in equal measures. So as you're going through the class and you're working on building strength, try to avoid really tensing up so that you get so tight into poses. Often when you do that, you begin to lock your jaw, and that manifests itself into the whole of your body, feeling it into hips. So throughout the class, stay with feeling and keeping yourself very alert so you notice what is going on for you in your class, and notice what comes up to the surface through the poses. Sometimes each pose affects you in a different way. So as you go through the class, feel for being grounded. So when you're pressing down into your feet, using your strong legs as a means of helping you to support, a support that keeps you going through the class today. So feel the support of the earth right now, and then breathe in, lengthening spine. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders soften down away from your ears. Breathe in, lift belly away from pelvis, lift diaphragm, lift chest. And exhale, relax your jaw. Activate your feet, spread the toes. And then breathe in, breathe to the side ribs, and so feed your heart from the side. And exhale, exhaling, release. Open your eyes, change the cross of your legs. Let's do wrist stretches. So reach your right hand forward, take hold of the little finger on your right hand, and then ease it back. Breathe into the palm of hands, spread fingers. And as you breathe out, heel of the hands towards the floor. Release, taking hold of your ring finger. Press down into your right sit bone. Breathe in, lengthen out of right side. And as you exhale, gliding your right shoulder away from right ear. Release, taking hold of your middle finger. As you breathe in, lift chest. And as you breathe out, spread your fingers wide as you reach your heel of the hands forward. Release, taking hold of your first finger. As you breathe in, glide your thumb away from little finger. And as you breathe out, reach your fingers to the floor as you exhale. And release, taking hold of your thumb. Inhale, glide your thumb away from your index finger. And as you breathe out, heel of the hands forward. Release, change hands. Taking hold of the little finger on your left hand and ease it back. Breathe into palm of hands, spread fingers. And as you breathe out, glide your little finger back. Release, taking hold of your ring finger. Pressing down into left sit bone, breathe in, lengthen out of left side. Breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from your ear. Release. Taking hold of your middle finger. And breathe into the back of heart, feeling for energizing heart with this breath. Breathe out, open your hands forward. Release. Taking hold of your first finger. Breathe in and glide your thumb away from little finger. As you breathe out, spread fingers, heel of the hands reaches forward. Release. Taking hold of your thumb. Inhale, glide your thumb away from your index finger. As you breathe out, heel of the hands forward. Release. Change the cross of your legs, wrist stretches, stage 2. Hands are forward, turn the heel of the hands away from you, and then be on your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen ribs away from waist. Exhale, heel of the hands presses forward. As you breathe in, lengthen belly away from pelvis. Exhale, open your hands towards the floor and soften the shoulders away from your ears. Keep your chest lifted, so don't allow your chest to collapse forward. Keep the chest lifted. And inhale, release. Pranayama today is in shoelace pose, Kapalabhati breathing in shoelace. So bring your left foot over your right thigh just above the knee, and then reach your heels away from you. You can make the pose easier for yourself by bringing the foot onto the calf, or foot onto the floor, or stay in cross-leg seated. You can also place your foot onto a block in this way. Kapalabhati breathing, bring hands by hips, activate feet and feel for pushing the floor away. So notice where tension begins into your body and really doing your best to take this away as much as you can. From here, take a breath, inhale. And then exhale, moving the belly. Exhale, strong exhale through the nose, and you're moving the belly, 75 pumps. And then breathe in deeply. Hold the breath, be active, spine remains long. Bring your hands forward up the shins and strong exhale through your mouth. Pull the inner tuck chin to chest and pull your belly in. Pull it in, pull it up. Feel your ribs are lengthening from the top of your left thigh. Belly's away from pelvis, but let your shoulders relax away from ears. Inhale, release. Push the floor away, breathe in, come up and change the cross of your legs. Kapalabhati breathing in shoelace with your right foot over your left. Make any adjustments that you need to make. So feel this opening into hips. You don't want this into knees. Hands by hips, be active. Inhale. Sharp exhale through the nose, moving belly. And then breathing deeply. Hold the breath, spine is long, feet active. Hands forward of shins, and then exhale. Exhale completely, touch into chest, pull belly in. Belly's all the way back towards the spine. Spread ribs, spread diaphragm, and feel for hollowing your belly out. Inhale, release, push the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way on back up. Bring your, first of all, straighten your right leg. So your right leg is reaching straight forward. Tuck your left foot over your right leg and bring your left heel towards your right hip. So this might be your pose. If you can go further, bring your right foot towards your left hip for knee pound. From half knee pound to knee pound. Hold the first two fingers down of your right hand and use your right thumb to block right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril, inhale for 10. Block both nostrils, ring finger blocks left nostrils, both nostrils block, hold for 10. Exhale through the right nostril for 10. Inhale, right nostril for 10. Lock in both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. And release. Change the cross of your legs. Right is over left. You can straighten the left leg if this is difficult for you today. Hold the first two fingers down of your left hand. Use your ring finger to block right nostril. Inhale through left nostril for 10. Block both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, right nostril for 10. Inhale, right nostril for 10. Block both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. And release. Unwind the legs, straighten the legs. From here, bring your right foot back so the right foot is flat to the floor and foot to the floor, the heel is aligned with your sit bone. Bring your right hand to the floor, flatten your right hand to the floor, the hand is by the foot. Left hand is by left hip, flatten that hand to floor. Press down into your right foot and sit bone and breathe in, lengthen out of right side. And as you breathe out, glide your right thigh back away from hip. Now breathe in and lengthen out of lower back. And as you breathe out, you're gliding that right thigh back. Breathe to sternum. Feel as if you're lifting belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, as you press your right foot to the floor, you're folding forward towards your left shin. Breathe into lower back and lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And exhale as you fold. Deep breath, inhale. As you breathe out, you're folding forward. If you can, bind the hand so your left arm reaches around the back. Your right hand is already around the back, and bind the hands if you can. Or use a strap to bind. And then pressing down into right sit bone, breathe in and lengthening the ribs up away your right. And exhale as you fold forward. Breathe into lower back and lengthening ribs away from sacrum. Exhale as you fold. As you breathe in, lift belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, release, push the floor away. Breathe in as you come all the way on up. Release your hands. So you have options here to tuck your right foot in so that your right heel is by the groin. Or if you can go further, place your right foot onto your left thigh so the heel is by your hip. Reach your left hand around and take hold of your foot or have the hands to the floor. Or bind the foot with a strap and reach your left hand around and take your right hand around and take hold of the strap. Coming into a forward bend. So pressing down into sit bones, breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. As you breathe in, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, fold forward. So breathe to sternum, deep breath. And as you exhale, allowing your body to melt forward over your left shin. One more breath in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way on up. Place your right foot all the way over towards your left hip. Coming into half knee palm. From here, coming into a forward bend. Sit bones presses down. Breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, chest as you reach your arms to sky. Keep the length. And as you exhale, you're folding forward. You might be able to take hold of the foot, the ankle, the calf, or hands to foot. As you breathe in, lift belly away from pelvis. As you breathe out, fold forward. Keep moving belly away from pelvis. On the next breath, spread your breath around your lower back. And exhale as you fold. Breathe into mid-back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little deeper into pose, beta active. So breathe one more to your spot. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away as you come on up. From here, bring your left hand is moving around, readjust. So your right foot is onto your left hip. Grab hold of the strap and place it around your right ankle. And then bring the strap towards your right hip. Bring your left arm around and take hold of the strap by your right hip. And then as you breathe in, reach your left arm up. Sorry, right arm is reaching up. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm down on the outside of left leg. Inhale, lengthen out of your right side. And exhale, glide your left shoulder away from left ear. Breathe to sternum and lift sternum. As you breathe out, feel as if you're leaning back towards your left shoulder. One more like this. Deep breath. Keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. as you breathe out, gliding your left shoulder back. Inhale, release, and change for other side. So straighten your right leg. Right leg is reaching straight forward. Your left foot is flat to the floor. Your left heel is aligned with your left sit bone. Left hand comes across, the hand is to the floor, but you're pressing against your tricep. Right hand is by right hip, flatten the hands to the floor. Now the weight of force that you have is that if my hands are onto the floor, I'm able to lift my sit bones up, pressing the left thigh back. Press down into left foot and left sit bone, and breathe in, lift and lengthening the ribs up. And as you breathe out, use your left arm to glide your left thigh as if you're gliding thigh away from hip. As you breathe in, press down into left foot and then lengthen left side ribs up. And as you breathe out, you're sending your left thigh away from you. Breathe into lower back. Feel as if you're lengthening out of lower back. And you breathe out, you're gliding your left thigh back. Foot still flatten to the floor. 2 more breaths on here. Deep breath. Inhale. And as you breathe out, as you fold forward, your left thigh is moving away from you. So breathe to sternum, deep breath. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, release. So on the next breath, you're sliding your left arm around your left thigh, and your right arm is coming around and bind the hands. Or use the strap to bind. And then pressing down into your left foot and left sit bone, you're breathing in and lengthening out of left side. And as you breathe out, you're folding over your right thigh, feet still active. Breathe to sternum, lift chest. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. On the next breath, spread the breath around your lower back. And as you breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up, back up. Tuck your left foot in so the heel is by the groin. You have the option of tucking your left foot onto your right thigh for half lotus. From here, bring your left hand around and take hold of the foot take hold of your left foot, or place a strap around the ankle and use the strap to bind or slide your left hand into clothing. Then breathe in and reach your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward over your left shin. As you breathe in, lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, fold forward. Deep breath, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, letting your body melt forward. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come on up. Allow your left foot to come all the way over towards your right hip for half knee palm. Your right foot is reaching forward, your feet, toes are spreading, ball of the foot spread. Press down into sit bone and breathe in, lengthen your arms to sky. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward, hands to the floor, or take hold of the foot, the ankle, or the calf. Neck, shoulders relax. As you breathe, lift and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward. Breathe in and expand your ribs. And exhale as you fold. Breathe to your heart, deep breath. As you breathe out, as you fold forward, moving belly away from top of your right thigh. Inhale, release. Push the floor away. Breathe in as you come on up. Place your left foot onto your right hip for half lotus. Place the strap around your left ankle and then move the strap towards your left hip. Bring your right hand around, takes hold of the strap by your right hip. Then breathe in, reach your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, your left arm is down on the outside of your right foot. And then breathe in, keep lengthening out of your left side. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder back away from right ear. Now breathe in, lift chest. As you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. One more breath. Breathe into sternum, feeding your heart with this breath. And exhale, glide that right shoulder back. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of legs. And then lie down onto your back, starting your abdominal sequence. Starting with elbow to knee. So move anything out of your way that you don't need in this moment. So lie down onto your back, clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lift your feet up off the floor, the knees are bent, knees are aligned with hips, heels are just below the knees and toes are flexed to shins. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach your elbows to left knee and reach your right leg forward. Reach forward, spread the toes, reach out with the ball of your right foot. Pull belly in. Inhale, head to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back down to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your right knee, straight to left leg. Relax your left hip. Reach your left thigh forward away from hip. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, go back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your elbows to your left knee. Reach your left elbow up. Send your right leg forward. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, go back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to right knee, straight to left leg. Reach your right elbow up. Shoulder blades are off the floor. Relax your left hip. Reach your left thigh forward away from hip. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to your left knee. Reach your right leg forward. Spread the toes. Relax your right hip. Then send your right thigh forward away from waist. Pull lower belly in. Feel the ribs as they compress your belly. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your right knee, straight and left leg. Relax your left hip. Curl tailbone up. Reach your left leg forward. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Sit bone squeeze. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to left knee. Reach your right leg forward. Your right hand is now onto your right sit bone. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze right sit bone to tailbone and send your right leg forward. Pull belly in. Inhale, go back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to your right knee. Straighten left leg. Place your left hand onto left sit bone. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze left sit bone to tailbone. Send your left leg forward. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, hands behind your head. Press your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to your left knee. Reach your right leg forward. Right hand is on right sit bone. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze right sit bone to tailbone. Lengthen your right leg forward. Keep the chest lifted as you reach your left elbow up. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, pressing your lower back to the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up, elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Left hand is onto left sit bone. Curl tailbone up, squeeze left sit bone to tailbone. Send your left leg forward as you reach your right elbow up. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. And exhale, release. Lower head and shoulders to floor and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Give yourself a moment to notice how your body feels and notice the areas of tenseness. Give yourself time to let that tension go. Grab hold of your roll for your next pose is gate opener. So the roll is placed between your thighs and your legs are reaching straight up towards the sky. Hands are clasped behind your head and neck. From here, press your lower back down to the floor and then breathe into lower back. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up away from floor. Squeeze roll, stretching your legs to the sky with active feet. Pull belly in. Inhale, left hand is onto the roll. Straddle the legs. And as you breathe out, curl pubic bone up to the roll as you press your hands down onto the roll. Now lengthen your legs out towards the side. Pull belly in. Reach your right elbow up. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together. Hands behind your head. Lower head and shoulders to the floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reaching your legs straight up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Squeeze roll, stretching your legs to the ceiling. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, right hand is onto the roll and straddle the legs. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up onto the roll, press your hands down to the roll. Sending your legs to the sky, out to the side. Reach your left elbow up, pull belly in. Inhale, legs together, hands behind your head, lower head and shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up away from floor. Squeeze roll, stretching your legs to the sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, left hand is onto the roll. Straddle the legs. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up. Press your hands down to the roll as you lengthen the legs out to the side. Reach your right elbow up. Pull belly in. Inhale, legs together. Hands behind your head. Lower head and shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reaching your legs straight up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up away from floor. Squeeze roll, stretching your legs to the ceiling. Pull belly in. Inhale, place your right hand onto the roll and straddle your legs. And as you breathe out, as you curl pubic bone up to the roll, press your hands down. Lengthen your legs to the side. Reach your left elbow up. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, legs together. Hands behind your head. Lower head and shoulders to the floor. And exhale, bend the knees and place the soles of your feet to the floor. Keep the roll between your thighs, just change. For bridge with the roll. The roll is between your thighs, reach down with fingertips and brush heels with fingertips. And then let your arms relax by your side and relax your shoulders away from your knee. Bridge with the roll. So as you press your lower back to the floor, breathe in and lengthen belly away from pelvis, lengthen ribs away from sacrum. Push your feet to the floor, exhale, tilt pelvis, lift pelvis up away from floor. Now breathe in and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, lift up, push the floor away as you lift. Relax your throat, relax chest, and then breathe to sternum and feed your heart with this breath. Now push the floor away, balls of the foot, push the floor away as you lift up. As you breathe in, spread your ribs wide to the armpits. And exhale, lift up, pushing the floor away as you lift. One more breath here, deep breath, telescoping ribs away from sacrum. Exhale, lift up, push the floor away and lift. Inhale. Exhale, tilt pelvis and lower, upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis lower, mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis lower all the way down to the floor. Keep the tilt until you're down. Move the roll out of your way once you're all the way down. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands onto your thighs, heel of the hands back, hip crease. For Uddiyana with back traction, lying down on your back. So lying down on your back with Uddiyana, back traction. Breathe in. And exhale. Chin tucks in. Now suck your belly in. Keep moving belly away from pelvis. Keep moving low ribs away from sacrum. Hands ascending the thighs away from you. Keep feeling you're hollowing your belly out. Relax belly. One more like this. Deep breath. And exhale. Chin tucks in. Pull belly back. Pull it all the way in. Spreading ribs, spread diaphragm. You're hollowing your belly out. And release. Roll to your left side. Right hand is to the floor by chest. Breathe in. Push the floor away on exhale as you come on up. You're coming onto your knees for your next pose. So your next pose today is turbo dog. In your turbo dog, you're bringing your hands onto biceps and then reach your hands forward. So you reach your hands forward as you would for downward facing dog. Your elbows are bent, they're not touching the floor, they're about 2-3 inches away from the floor mat. Your elbows will be tucking in this way. So breathe into upper back, lift, broaden the upper back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor and then push the floor away. Bend the knees initially. Now breathe in, spread the breath across the whole of your back. Ribs to broaden to armpits. Now exhale, push the floor away and squeeze your elbows towards each other as if you're squeezing a great big beach ball. Breathe into the front of heart, deep breath. And exhale, reach your sit bones back, squeeze your elbows in as if your forearms are squeezing towards each other. Keep the neck relaxed. Deep breath, inhale, spreading ribs, spread upper back. And exhale, reach back, push the floor away and squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, release, bend the knees and come all the way down to the floor. So your next pose is dolphin. Your dolphin pose, your hands are onto your biceps to measure your distance. Your elbows are onto the floor. Reach the hands forward and either clasp your hands or the hands are reaching forward. You can also do the variation where the thumb is pointing upwards and the little finger is to the floor. So you're on the blade, you're on the edge of your hands. In this pose today, I will move you from dolphin to dolphin strut. Your dolphin strut, for those who can and want to do this, your dolphin strut is the measurement is the same, your hands reach forward. You inhale, you lift, you spread, you curl your toes under. You exhale, you lift your knees off the floor. So you will be in dolphin in this way. I will then say, walk your right foot in, reach your right hand back and take hold of the ankle or the foot. And then you're reaching your right heel away from you. So that's the dialogue you'll hear me say. I would also say, if you want to go further, you can work with one leg up, extending that left leg back. So if you didn't want to come into the strut, keep the hands to the floor and stay in dolphin. If you didn't want to do dolphin strut with one leg up, stay in dolphin, but you might want to work with one leg up. So that would be your pose. Okay, so measure up for dolphin, hands onto biceps, elbows to the floor, reach the hands forward, spread the fingers or clasp your hands. Neck, shoulders relaxed. Breathe into upper back, lift, spread back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift knees off the floor, and then lengthen spine, reach your sit bones back, move chest to thighs in. And breathe in deeply, spreading the ribs, spread the upper back. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you reach back. Breathe to the front of your heart, deep breath, feeling but energizing heart with this breath. Now push back, send sit bones back, pull belly in. You want to work with dolphin strut. Step your right foot forward about 3 to 4 inches. Reach your right hand back, take hold of your right heel, ankle or calf. And then breathe in deeply, breathe into that right hip. And as you breathe out, reach your right heel to the floor. Everyone breathe into your left armpit. And as you breathe out, reach your sit bones back, heels to the floor. You're working with one leg up. Everyone anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. Keep the neck relaxed. Breathe in into left hip. And as you breathe out, reaching your left leg back. Reach out with the ball of your foot. Breathe into right hip. And as you breathe out, reach your right heel to the floor while sending your left leg back. On the next breath, lengthen your left leg away from you. And as you breathe out, place your left foot to the floor. If you're in the strut, place your right hand back to the floor where you started. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward and reach your left arm back, taking hold of the ankle or the foot. And everyone breathe into your left hip. And exhale, reach your left heel to the floor. You're going further, anchor into left foot. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. And exhale, reach it back. Spread the toes. Breathe into right hip. And as you breathe out, reaching your right leg way back away from you. As you breathe in, lengthen your belly away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, as you reach your left heel to the floor, send your right leg back. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, lower your right foot to the floor. If you're in the strut, place your left hand where it was at the start. And then breathe into heart. And exhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to the floor. Yourself a moment. And then from here, come up to stand. Stand on your mat in horse stance. So toes are turning out, your feet are pressing down, your heels are under the knees, the toes are lifted, and your hands are onto your thighs by your hip crease. Your next pose is Agnisara. So from here, you inhale, then exhale, chin tucks in, suck your belly in and up, let it go. Suck it in and up, let it go, in and up. And again, breathe in and exhale. Chin tucks in, suck your belly in and up, let it go. Moving the belly without the breath. Suck it in and up, let it go. Keep pressing hands to thighs, keep pressing feet to floor. Two more like this, but faster. Inhale and exhale. Chin tucks in, now moving belly fast as you can. One more, breathe in and exhale. Chin tucks in and moving belly. Keep aiming for the floor, thighs to the side, feet to floor, and pushing the floor away with feet. Keep moving belly. And release. So stay in horse stance for bird wing. Tuck your elbows into the side ribs, the knees are bent. Then breathe in, draw hands together. Exhale, lift the chest and open your arms out to the side. Keep tucking elbows in. Breathe in. And exhale, open out. Keep chest lifted. 3 more. Breathe in. And exhale, opening out to the side. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Breathe in. And exhale. And release. And stand. Heel toe feet together. And come stand at the front of your mat for your salutations. So if you need to pad the knees, put it whatever you're there, to pad the knees. And moving through your salutations. Stand with your feet together. If your back is straight, your feet are slightly further apart. Exhale, hands together at chest. Press your feet to floor. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to the floor. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. From here, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucking in. Inhale, cobra. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Right knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you're reaching your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, push the floor away as you rise up. Exhale, hands together at chest. Inhale, arms up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back. Bend your right knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands, left knees to the floor. Pushing the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, sweeping your arms up, lift your chest, but reach your sit bones back. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your chest forward away from thighs and knees. Flatten hands to the floor, and as you breathe, last step, or hop it back into plank. Keep the elbows tucked in, lower down. Then breathe into cobra. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Warrior one, breathe in. Step your left foot forward by left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in. Step the right foot forward by right hand. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. And as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest, ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. On the breath, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, step or hop the legs between the hands. Exhale, forward bend, lengthen through the spine. Chair pose, knees are bent, you're lifting chest, reaching your arms up, but your sit bones reach back. Exhale, stand, hands together, action. Inhale, reach your arms up, telescoping ribs as you reach. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step, right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. And as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale, moving chest and ribs forward, legs lengthens back. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands, right knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands together, action. Inhale, arms up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg back, bend your right knee, push the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. Exhale, lower down. Upward dog, breathe in. Move chest and ribs forward, knees off the floor, thighs are off the floor. And as you breathe out, press it back, downward dog. On the breath, breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands for lunge. Left knees to the floor. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands together, action. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, move your chest away from thighs and knees. As you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keep elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for warrior two. Your arms are reaching out towards the side. From here, your next pose is kite hawk. So as you press down into your feet, breathe in, lift chest, and roll your chest forward. And as you breathe out, lift your chest. Keep lifting your chest as you glide the shoulders down away from you. And then breathe in, roll your chest forward. Exhale, push the floor away as you lift up, shoulders are down the back, chest lifts. Inhale. And exhale, lifting up, shoulders are down. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale. And exhale, lift up, push the floor away, shoulders down. Last one in this, breathe in. And exhale. Release your arms to the side. Your next pose is archer. So as you breathe in, reach your left arm up, bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring your right arm around the back and bind the hands, or use a strap to bind. And if you don't have a strap, you can use your left hand on your right hand onto left elbow to open the shoulders in this way. Now breathe in, press down into your front foot and lift your belly, diaphragm, lift chest. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder away from your ear. Deep breath, lift sternum. And as you breathe out, keep lengthening your left elbow up towards the sky. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, keep reaching your left elbow up, but both shoulders soften away from your ear. Inhale, release. Both your arms out towards the side, warrior two. From here, extended warrior variation. Placing your left forearm onto your left thigh. Bring your right arm around the back, tuck it onto the thigh by hip crease. Press into your left leg. And as you breathe in, lift and lengthen ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left ear. Press into your right foot and then breathe and move belly, diaphragm, chest all the way through to forehead. Soften your right shoulder away from right ear. Press into your left foot, and as you breathe in, feel as if you're gliding the ribs away from sacrum. Keeping the chest moving forward, but on exhale, both shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, release. Hands either side of your left foot. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Warrior two, breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands. Your arms reach out towards the side. And from here, kaito. So press into both feet as you breathe in, lift sternum, roll chest forward. And as you breathe out, lift up, glide the shoulders down and back. Breathe in, push the floor away and fold forward slightly. And as you breathe out, lift up, the shoulders are rolling down the back. Keep the chest in. Breathe in. And exhale, lift up. Two more, breathe in. And exhale, lift up. Shoulders are down, keep the chest lifted. Feel the strong legs. Last one, breathe in. Strong legs, push the floor away as you lift up and then glide the shoulders down. Release, arms out to side. Archer, as you breathe in, reach your right arm up, bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring the left arm around and bind the hands, or use a strap to bind. Use clothing as well, or options to reach up with your left hand onto right elbow. Press into your right foot, breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from waist, chest lifts. And as you breathe out, keep reaching your right elbow up, but your shoulders are down. As you breathe, keep sternum lifting. As you exhale, lengthening that right elbow up to the sky. Deep breath, inhale, keep lengthening your ribs up, opening as if opening up towards your right armpit. And as you breathe out, both shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, release, arms to the side. Your next pose is extended warrior variation. You're placing your right forearm onto the right thigh. Left arm is sliding around the back, placed onto the thigh by hip. Press into your right leg. As you breathe in, lengthen ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder away from right ear. Press your left foot to floor, and then breathe and feel the energy that moves right up through the legs into pelvis, into heart. And as you breathe out, as you glide your left shoulder away from your ear, relax your neck. Breathe into the left side of neck, deep breath. And exhale, relax your jaw. Inhale, release. Hands down either side of your right foot. Place your left knee down to the floor. So from here, your next pose is dorsal spin. Okay. So it's like, well, it's not like it is. I'll demonstrate. So dorsal fin, we would usually say dolphin, dorsal fin. So this is where you're going with the pose. You measure up for dolphin, your hands reach forward, neck, shoulders relax. You breathe in, lift, spread back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor and reach back. So here are your options. If you can do flash prep instead of dorsal fin. You're doing flash prep, you're bringing your right hand back. The right hand is about 6 to 8 inches back away from your left shoulder. Your right elbow and wrist are aligned and stay here. This can be your pose. If it is, stay here for 3 breaths. If you're moving into dorsal fin, stay here and then reach your left leg up and reach it back. If you want to go further, you're reaching your right hand back and taking hold of your left foot, and then moving your left thigh back and away from you. So that's your dorsal fin here. Then stay there for 3 breaths and come down and change and do the other side. So dolphin, dorsal fin, or dolphin flash prep, or do dolphin with 1 leg up. You can do dolphin with the hands clasped and 1 leg up. So if you're doing dolphin with the hands clasped and 1 leg up, do this. Neck, shoulders relax, breathe in, lift, spread back, curl toes under. Exhale, lift the knees off the floor. From there, you will anchor into your right leg. You lift your left leg up and then reach it back. Keep the knee bent. So keep the knee bent and then lengthen the thigh and knee away from you in this version of the pose. 3 breaths, then come down, foot comes down, and change and do the other side. Good. Keep reaching that leg away from you. The leg that's upstairs, reach it away from you. Nice, Barbara. Keep sending the knee away from you. Maria. Nice, Clint. Really nice. Keep sending the thigh away from you. Nice, Cully. Good luck, Winter and Manny. Really nice. So you do the breaths on each side. And once you've done, come down into downward facing dog. Once you've done both sides. From downward facing dog, you glide forward into plank and then keep the elbows tucked in as you lower down. Then bring your hands back so the hands are under the shoulders, slightly back from under the shoulders for prelude to wave dancer 1. In prelude to wave dancer 1, you're pressing the tops of feet to floor. And as you breathe in, you lift your chest forward and up. And as you breathe out, move your chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. Tops of the feet pressing to the floor. Breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward as you come up. You're using your belly to come up. And as you breathe out, move chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. 3 more like this. Tops of the feet presses to floor. Breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, move chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. Top tailbones, and then breathe in. Use your belly as you lift up. Then move chest forward to chin. And as you breathe out, keep moving chest forward as you're coming down. 1 more. Breathe in, lift belly, lift chest. Draw your chest forward. Lengthen your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down. Hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, curl toes under. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Bend the front knee. Eagle Warrior one, breathe in, bring your left arm over right, bind the hands. As you breathe out, glide your shoulders back and down. Breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, reach your forearms forward. Now breathe into sternum, deep breath. And as you breathe out, glide your shoulders back and down. Release your hands. Place your left arm onto left eye. Breathe in, reach your right arm up, open right side. Twisting warrior as you breathe out, bringing your right elbow over your left thigh. Make a fist with right hand, left hand is on top. Press back into your right leg. And as you breathe in, lengthening your ribs forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, twist to the right, twist to the left, and reach your right leg away from you. Press your left foot to the floor and breathe in, move belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, twist to the left, left shoulder relaxes away from left ear. Now breathe to sternum, feeding your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, twisting towards the left. Inhale, release. Bring your hands to the floor and place your right knee down onto the floor. From here, pat your right knee. Reach your right hand back. Take hold of the ankle or the foot. H to B, lunge H to B. From here, as you press down into your right leg, breathe in, lift and lengthen, ribs out and up. And as you breathe out, as you fold forward, drawing your right heel towards your right glute. And then breathe in, feel as if you're lifting belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you exhale, as you can, taking it a little deeper, drawing your heel all the way into glute. One more like this, deep breath. And exhale as you come a little deeper. Inhale, release. Release your back foot and bring your hands down either side of your left foot. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucking in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Warrior one, breathe in. Step your right foot forward by your right hand, left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you reach your arms to sky. Eagle warrior, breathe in. Bring your right arm over your left, bind the hands. And as you breathe out, glide your shoulders back. Feel the strength into your legs. So press your feet to floor. And as you breathe in, feel as if you're lengthening up away from floor. And as you breathe out, reach your forearms forward. Now breathe into back of heart. Deep breath, energizing your heart with this breath. Shoulders down on exhale. On the next breath, release your arms. Right hand is onto right thigh. Left arm is up to the sky. Twisting warrior as you breathe out, bringing your left elbow over your right thigh. Make a fist with left hand. Right hand is on top. Reach back into your left leg. Breathe in, lengthen, reach forward, away from left hip. Press your right foot to floor, twist to the right. Breathe in and lengthen belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you exhale, twist to the right, glide your right sit bone back. Now breathe to heart, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the right, relax your neck, relax your jaw. Inhale, release. Place your hands to the floor and place your right left knee down onto the floor. Lunge H to the B. So bring your left hand back, bend your left knee, take hold of the ankle or the foot. Right hand tractions your right thigh forward. Hand to the left knee. You breathe in, lengthen out of left side. And as you breathe out, as you come a little deeper, you're drawing your left heel towards your left glute. And deep breath, inhale. And exhale, coming in a little deeper. One more like this, deep breath. And as you exhale, come in as deep as you can. Inhale, release. Your next pose is, okay, I'll give you the options in this pose. Your first option is to do Bakasana. So if you're doing Bakasana, you're into this squat position. And then your hands are onto the floor. Your knees are coming into your, effectively coming into your armpits. That's where you're going with this. Or until you get there, you're resting your knees onto triceps. That might feel a little bit painful, but that's where you're going with this pose. Eventually working to have knees into armpits, moving into crow. So you're doing this with the pose. Knees into armpits, hands to the floor, inhale. And then you're lifting one foot away from the floor, and then the other. So that's your pose. Stay there for up to 5 breaths if you can. Alternatively, you can have a block, and the block is placed onto the floor. Your hands are forward, and you step onto the block. You step one. So in this instance, my right knee is into my right armpit, and my left knee is balancing onto thighs. I've lifted my left foot up and just feeling the weight there. I'm switching between the two. And once I feel balanced, both feet are up. So that's another option you have. And the third option is balancing in free. Bringing your left foot in, tucking it in, hands up, and working in balance, moving the thighs out towards the side. So those options are available for you. So here we go, see where you get to in the pose. Camilla, keep sending your left thigh away from you. As soon as I mention your name, you come out, yeah. Nice, Bethany, nice. Really use your abdominal muscles in this. Color, you're there, you're almost there. And then from there, grab hold of lie down onto your belly, clasp your hands behind your back for boat. Boat with your hands clasped. So hands are clasped behind your back. And inhale, lift chest, lift legs. And as you breathe out, lengthen your legs back, chin is tucked into chest. As you breathe in, lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, sit bones reaches to heel. As you breathe in, lengthen belly away from pelvis, move your chest forward. And as you breathe out, lengthen your legs back. One more like this, deep breath. And exhale, release, lower down. Your hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back, curl toes under. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor weight in downward dog. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for lunge, with the back toes curled under. So your pose is here. Toes of your right foot are curled under, hands are onto your left thigh, or you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Stay here, press into both feet, breathe in, lengthening out and up. And as you breathe out, go in a little deeper. From here, reach your right hand forward and reach your left arm back, but twisting lunge with the knee off the floor. And then breathe in. And as you breathe out, reach your left arm back as you reach your right arm forward. Deep breath, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And exhale as you lengthen in opposite directions. One more, deep breath. Exhale, release. Hands either side of your left foot, place your right knee to the floor. From here, twisting lunge is your pose. Your left hand is onto left thigh, breathe in, reach your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, your right elbow is over your left thigh. Make a fist with your left hand, right hand is on top. As you breathe in, lengthening your ribs forward away from your right hip. And exhale, twist to the left. Deep breath, move chest forward. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the left, glide your left sit bone back. Breathe into lower back as you lengthen ribs away from sacrum. And as you twist, gliding both shoulders down. Inhale, release. Bring your hands to the floor. Your next pose is lounge lunge. So your right hand reaches forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. You're straightening your right leg as you reach it back. Use your left hand to traction your left thigh forward, and you can keep the hands to the thigh or holding your left shin. Now breathe in and glide your ribs forward on your right side. And as you breathe out, you're arcing chest towards inside of your left leg. Now breathe in and feel like a cat, you're gliding your ribs as if you're gliding your ribs along the floor on right side. And as you exhale, opening out towards the left, chest is moving towards your left. Now breathe and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, come in a little deeper into pose. Inhale, release. Hands either side of your front foot. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into the heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucking in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down and press it back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor weight in downward dog. Inhale. Step your right leg forward between the hands for lunge with your back toes curled under. Push the floor away. Hands either onto your right thigh knee. Reach it away, or you're reaching your arms out up towards the sky. Press into both feet as you breathe in, telescoping ribs up. And as you breathe out, go in a little deeper. Spinal twist. Breathe in, stretch your left arm forward. And as you breathe out, reaching your right arm back. As you breathe in, keep lengthening ribs up away from waist. And as you breathe out, reaching your arms in opposite directions. Deep breath, lift chest. And exhale as you go a little deeper into pose. One more here, deep breath. Exhale, release. Hands either side of your front foot and place your left knee to the floor. Twisting lunge, breathe in. Right hand is onto right thigh. Stretch your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, left elbow is over your right thigh. Make a fist with left hand. Right hand is on top. Breathe in, lengthen ribs away from waist on your left side. And as you breathe out, twisting towards the right. Breathe to sternum. Feel for moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the right, relax your right shoulder away from right ear. Breathe into lower back, deep breath. As you breathe out, move both shoulders down away from here. Inhale, release. Hands either side of your front foot. Step your right leg back, steps back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucked in. Your next pose is boat both with shoulder shrugs. So your arms are out towards the side, tops of the feet to the floor. Then breathe in, lift head, lift chest, lift legs, lift arms. And as you breathe out, glide your shoulders back, squeeze your elbows in, lengthen your legs back. And then breathe in, broaden the upper back, arms reach forward. Exhale as you lift your chest, glide the shoulders down, squeeze elbows in, lengthen legs back. 3 more, breathe in. Exhale, lift up, glide the shoulders down, squeeze elbows in as you reach your legs back. And then breathe in, broaden upper back. Exhale, lift up, glide the shoulders down, squeeze elbows in. 1 more, breathe in. And exhale. And release, slow down. Hands under the shoulders, breathe in, curl toes under. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. Arrow lunge, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Keep the hands to the floor, place your right knee to the floor, release your right foot, so the foot's back to the floor. Lift your right knee off the floor, straighten your right leg. Your hands will stay on the floor or hands onto your left thigh and traction your thigh forward. If you want to go further, reach your arms up towards the sky. Then breathe in and push the floor away with your left leg. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, reach back into your right foot. And then breathe to sternum. And exhale, taking it a little deeper. 1 more like this, deep breath. Exhale, release, hands to the floor. From here, your next pose is Mancoon stretch. So your left foot is reached to the left edge of the mat. Your right foot is reaching straight back and your hands are down on the inside of your left foot. Take curl the toes under of your right foot and reach back into right heel so the knee is off the floor. From here, as you breathe in, lengthening your ribs forward away from waist. And as you breathe out, if you can stay here, or if you can go further, bend the elbows, bringing the forearms down to the floor. Now breathe in and lengthen belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, as you fold a little deeper, send your left sit bone back. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, taking it a little deeper. Inhale, release. Place your right knee down onto the floor. From here, bring your right hand forward slightly, your right hand forward as you did for lounge lunge. So that's where you're going with this. And then reach your left arm up, bend your right knee, reach your left hand back and take hold of the foot or ankle. H to be in lounge lunge. So breathe in, lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your right leg away from you. So this is your pose here at a different angle. So your right hand is reached forward as you would for lounge lunge. This is your position. Your right knee is bent, your left arm reaches back, it takes hold of the ankle of the foot. Then you breathe in, you lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, as you lift your chest towards the left, you're drawing your heel in. Your right heel is coming towards the glute. Press your left foot to the floor and breathe in, lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, drawing your right heel towards the glute. Last breath here, deep breath, keep lengthening your right ribs away from right hip. And exhale as you open out to left. Inhale, release. Hands are down either side of your front foot. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping the elbows tucking in. Breathe into cobra, move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen legs back. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward between the hands for arrow lunge. Place your left knee to the floor, Then release the back foot. Lift your left knee off the floor, straighten your left leg. Your hands are then on the floor, on your thigh, traction your thigh forward, or you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Press into your right foot as you breathe in, lift belly away from your right thigh. And as you breathe out, go a little deeper, sending your left leg back. And breathe in, lengthen out of lower back. And as you breathe out, feel for pushing the floor away with your feet. One more like this, deep breath. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Place your left knee to the floor. Use your right foot slightly towards the right edge of the mat. Your hands are on the inside of your right foot. Curl the toes under of your left foot. Lift your left knee off the floor. Reach it back. From here, as you breathe in, feel as if you're moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, allow your body to hover over the edge of the mat. And if you can go further, bend the elbows so the forearms are to the floor. Press your right foot to floor and breathe in, lengthen belly forward away from right hip. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, reach back into left heel. One more breath here, deep breath. Exhale, release. Place your left knee down onto the floor. So from here, your left hand comes forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Your right hand is reaching back. Your left knee is bent and you're grabbing hold of your left foot. As you breathe in, you lengthen through the left side of your body. As you press your right foot to the floor, open your heart towards the right and draw your left heel. Your left heel is drawn into glute, heel to butt in lounge lunge. Now breathe in, press your right foot to the floor and keep gliding your ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, drawing your left heel in, feel the side ribs opening on the left side. One more breath like this, deep breath. And draw that heel in on exhale. Inhale, release. Hands are down, step back into plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucking in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release. Lower down, curl toes under, and press back, downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in downward dog. Bend the knees and coming down onto knees. Grab hold of your roll for your next pose. Place the roll between your thighs and lie down on your belly. The hands are under the shoulders. 4 of these. The tops of the feet presses to the floor. Hands are under the shoulders. Top elbows, squeeze the roll. And as you breathe in, move chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs back. And as you breathe out, move chest and ribs forward as you come down. Keep elbows tucking in. Tucked elbows, squeeze the roll. Breathe in, move chest and ribs forward. Lengthening your legs back. And as you breathe out, move chest and ribs forward as you come on down. Tucked elbows, squeeze the roll. Breathe in, move chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs back, elbows reaches back to hips. And as you breathe out, lower down. Last one in this. Tuck elbows, squeeze the roll. Breathe in as you move your chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs back. And exhale as you come on down. Move the roll out of your way. Lie down on your back. Keep the roll close by. So you lie down on your back now. Take hold of the roll and place the roll between your thighs and reach your legs up towards the ceiling for cobra or abs with the roll. Hands clasped behind head and neck. Legs are reaching up towards the sky. You can go to the wall and have your heels up against the wall. From here, take a deep breath into lower back. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reach your legs up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Squeeze the roll, send your legs up as you reach your elbows to sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower head and shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Squeeze the roll. Send your legs up as you reach your elbows to sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower head, lower shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Squeeze the roll, and then stretching your legs to the sky. Reach your elbows up. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower head, lower shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll. Reach your legs up. Exhale, lift head, shoulder blades up, away from floor. Squeeze the roll. Send your legs up as you reach your elbows to sky. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower head, lower shoulders to floor. And exhale, release, bend the knees, and place the soles of your feet to the floor. From here, keep the hands to the floor. Lift your feet off the floor one at a time. And then straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. You reach your hands up, knees are bent, and take hold of the big toe with both fingertips, both the first two fingers. Happy baby. So now breathe into the lower back. And then exhale. Uddiyana, pull your belly in. Draw your knees to armpits, heels to sky, and your lower back is pressing to the floor. Keep pulling the belly in, keep lengthening sit bones away. 2 more, breathe into lower back. Exhale. Pull belly in, heels up, knees down, and keep lengthening your sit bones away from you as you press your lower back to the floor. 1 more, breathe in. And exhale. Pull belly in, heels up, knees down. Release. Bring your hands at the side of your thighs and knees. Draw your legs together. Place the soles of your feet to the floor. You can stay here or bring the soles of your feet together so knees are out towards the side. Arms relaxed down by your side. Or straighten your legs. You do bring your legs a little bit wider on your mat. So feel this opening into lower back, into hips, into pelvis. Make any adjustments so that you feel completely relaxed in the pose. And let your shoulders soften away from your ears. Completely relaxed. Let go, relaxing the back of skull. Eyes are closed. Relax your forehead. Relax eye sockets. The point of focus, feel as if you're looking straight upwards through your third eye. Now relax your cheekbones. Relax your jaw. Open your mouth, maybe, and move jaw from side to side, helping to let go into your jawbone, into your masseter muscles, and into neck and scaly muscles. Soften the shoulders away from your ears, relaxing your upper back. Relax mid back. Slight tuck in tailbones as you relax your hips and pelvis. Feel as if you're lengthening sit bones to heels. Then relax your thighs, back of thighs, front of thighs, and side of your thighs. Let them just go. Relax the back of knees, relax the side of your knees, and relax your knees. Relax your calves, your shins, relax ankles and feet, and relax your toes. Let your shoulders soften away from your ears. Relax your triceps and biceps. Soften elbows. And relax your forearms, your wrists, hands. Relax your fingers. Relax your belly. Relax your diaphragm. Relax sternum. Relax your throat. Relax your mind. So find this moment of what this apparent opposite of strength and flexibility without tensing. Allow yourself just to be in that stage now, feeling the strength that you have acquired and looking deeper inside of yourself for that inner strength, but not having to be tangled up, to be so tight, to be so tense. Tension is not a marker of strength. It's also like a marker of closing down. So allowing yourself to open up a little bit more. Jaw is released, your hips are open, and you're drawing strength from the earth as you connect with the earth. Moving that, the energy through your legs into hips, through your spine into heart. Moving that through legs all the way through, working into arms and shoulders. Those are the key areas that you've worked today. So just feel how that is working in you. So just now, let your body relax, let your mind be still, and see what comes up for you. Feeling the energy as it eases back into your body, moving fingertips and tips of toes. Allowing the energy to come in nice and slow, allow it to be spread through the whole of your body. Increasing the depth of your breath, and then stretching in a way that feels good to you. On the next breath, bend the knees and roll to your right side. Bring your left hand onto the floor by chest, breathe in. Push the floor away on exhale with your left hand as you come up. Use your right hand to support your head and neck. Coming into a seated position. You sit tall and hands together, the thumbs are lightly touching sternum. Stay with yourself, stay close, acknowledging what has come up for you. Congratulate yourself for your practice and thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. So finishing with a deep breath and exhale. Namaste. Thanks everyone.